Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 2 of Let's Try Amazing Cultivation Simulator. Hope you guys are doing well. Ready to check out some more of this fascinating game. I was playing a bit off camera just to try to see if I can get past that part. I couldn't. I posted a question comment on the forums, but did not get a response yet. So we're just going to skip that tutorial for now because it does in fact lead to a frozen screen where I have to Alt 4 to get out of it. So weird, but I'm going to make this windowed again. It's all good. Let's go ahead and that was the basic tutorial. Let's jump into stamina. Learn how to gain and automatically manage stamina in this tutorial. Let's go, son. Jumping right into it. Germaphobe disciples are difficult to deal with. Immortal rumors. Alright, let's check it out. Check stamina. Click and select an inner disciple. The player can place the cursor on the stamina bar and status below to check stamina. An inner disciple's practice needs to continuously cost stamina, and when stamina hits 0, the disciple cannot keep practicing until they consume elixirs or food to replenish stamina. Very good. The player can place the cursor on stamina pill to see its effects. Selectable elixir item. Tier is a spirit relic 6. No quality, improves the body's ability to generate stamina, increasing hunger consumption rate and stamina conversion rate for 7 days. Okay, so let's have Zhongli's Shu go ahead and eat the stamina pill. Bong bong. Wait until stamina is replenished. Check the stamina bar and status below. Now the disciple's stamina has been replenished by consuming the elixir. Stamina is 3. Click practice in the character status menu. Continue practicing along until it reaches the limit. Inner disciples can also consume food and convert it to stamina, or increase the consumption rate of food and the gaining rate of stamina to further improve the conversion effect from food to stamina. Check auto eat. Click to open law and cultivation menu. Okay, cultivation. The player can click here to set auto eat so that the disciple will automatically eat food to gain stamina. Inner disciples will automatically consume food for a constant supply of stamina. Check elixirs first. The player can check here. Click here to set elixirs first so that the disciple will automatically choose to eat elixirs first to gain stamina. Very good. There are many items that increase stamina or the gaining rate of stamina, such as rare medicine and treasures, elixirs, talismans, etc. Very cool. Learn the meaning of ki absorption and fasting and the difference between the two in the tutorial. Most common buildings. Okay, here we go. Check fasting pill. The player can place the cursor on the fasting pill to see the instructions. Selectable eat food 50. Spirit relic 6. Consume the fasting pill to become immune from hunger for 2 days. Select an inner disciple. The player can place the cursor on the need for food bar to check the need. Food equilibrium 30. Food 32. An inner disciple has trained their ki to the extent that they absorb energy from the surrounding environment and no longer needs to eat food. Well, that's cool. But let's eat the fasting pill. Bong bong. The player can place, okay, to see the change. Food 81, equilibrium 100. Has trained their ki so that they absorb energy and no longer needs to eat food. The reason for fasting in the game is to reduce disciples' consumption of food and water to decrease their need for food and drink, and therefore the cost of resources, but reducing an inner disciple's need for food and water will reduce the amount of stamina converted from food. Place the cursor on the Anadia pill, or Anadia. 10 of them, pill, selectable, food 50, spirit relic 6. Consume Anadia pill to gain the ability of key absorption for 2 days, automatically recovering hunger. Select an inner disciple. Okay. Eat the Anadia pill. See the change. Equilibrium 100. So I guess as long as the equilibrium is higher than the food. I don't know. It's a little weird. The reason for key absorption is to gain energy from the environment in order to maintain the level of hunger and thirst. The more efficient a disciple absorbs ki, the better they can convert food to stamina. When an inner disciple's consumption of food and water increase, the amount of stamina converted will increase too. Learn how to craft artifacts, concoct elixirs, and draw talismans in this tutorial. Very nice. It's a great time to study laws whenever a mandate is made. Something. Let's check this out. More buildings obtained. After a disciple becomes an inner disciple, there will be new interactions waiting to be activated by building these unique buildings. Select an inner disciple. Click the alchemy. Create an elixir, requires an alchemy furnace. Create a stamina pill, increases the body's ability to generate stamina, increasing hunger consumption rate and stamina conversion rate for 7 days. It takes 25 spirit leaves and 9 spirit stones, which we have a lot. Select an empty alchemy furnace. Oh. And set the loop to make 10 of them. And bong bong. 10 stamina pills. Click the close button by the stamina pill in the alchemy furnace page to cancel production. Concocting elixirs not only needs the basic materials for elixirs, but disciples also need to increase their alchemy level or learn other elixir recipes in order to concoct more advanced elixirs. The player can also use loop to concoct elixirs in batch or cancel the loop to stop concocting. Okay, click and select an inner disciple. Click craft in that character's. Oh, are we going to get another error? Oh no, craft. Okay, yep, it did it again. It's not letting us perform the bits here of the tutorial, and now we're stuck. I wonder why the tutorial keeps freezing. 1 second, guys. Alright, we're back. The game just seems to have some bug tutorials now that I look into the issue. There seems to be 3 at least. The 2 that we've found, plus maybe 1 or 2 more. Maybe 4 total areas of the tutorial that are bugged. So we could just try to go through the ones that aren't bugged and go from there and learn the other stuff in our first campaign, which is just going to be like experimental campaign anyway. Cultivation related factors. In this tutorial, learn the main factors that affect the cultivation speed of an inner disciple and the effect of these factors. Let's go, son. Yeah, others. Flooring can relate in areas with shallow water. Others were having the same issues in the tutorials, so yeah. Alright, click and select an inner disciple. Select the cultivation menu. The player can place the cursor to see the info on law matching. In the practice menu, the better the law matches, the more efficient the cultivation will be. How well the character's main stats and the cultivation law matches. Element. Player can place the cursor to see the info on 5 elements matching in the practice menu. The better the 5 elements match, the more efficient the cultivation will be. How well the environment's elemental attributes match the law. Aid. See the info on Master and Disciple in the practice menu. If assisted by a Master in a higher cultivation state, a Disciple's cultivation speed will increase and it will become more efficient if the Master and Disciple train using the same law. Cultivation bonus provided by the character's Master. Key density. A Disciple will train faster in an environment with higher key density. Looking good. The environment's key density grants a bonus to your cultivation. Coziness. Cozy buildings usually include beds, cushions, thrones, altar of magic, etc. The current location's coziness grants a bonus to your cultivation. You gain a bigger bonus by using higher level materials. Season. Seasons have different bonus effects for disciples depending on the elemental attributes of their laws, so it is important to choose a suitable season for cultivation and breakthrough. Effective current season on cultivation. I don't know, is the red bad and the green is good or something? Mood and inner disciple's mood to some extent affects the cultivation, and a disciple in a better mood will often train more efficiently. Effective character's mood on cultivation. And mental state. An inner disciple's mental state affects the cultivation, and a disciple in an unstable mental state may be enthralled. It is important to maintain a stable mental state during cultivation. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Above are the main factors that affect an inner disciple's cultivation speed. Not only do they influence the cultivation speed, but they sometimes affect the other aspects such as breakthrough and gaining inspiration. The player needs to explore more of the contents to train better inner disciples. In this next tutorial, learn the source and effect of key, an item's ability to condense key, and how to condense key. It is said that some cultivators use illuminated fishing rods to fish. Interesting. Okay, key that exists in nature can be absorbed by most items, buildings, and plants. An inner disciple can absorb and convert the natural key into their own, and also use other methods to absorb key from items, buildings, and plants. Okay, select an inner disciple. The player can place the cursor to inspect key and key recovery. Inner disciples can also absorb the natural key to replenish their own key. Okay, key is the basic resource for using interactions. Characters absorb key from their surroundings. Okay. Go to the cultivation menu. Key. The player can place the cursor to see the current key density in the practice menu and therefore use it to assess the environment of key around a disciple. Exit that out. The player can let inner disciples practice in a place with high key density that helps to increase the cultivation speed and quickly recover their key. Makes sense? Okay, place a gnarled vine. Click to select the gnarled vine. One of them, medicine. Place in a display. Okay. Select the jade essence. 10 of them, rocks. Place one item in the display. Select the spirit wood. 10 of them, type of wood in the display. Fast forward. Check the key gathering of gnarled vine on the display. Key 500,000 it looks like. Ling key 2. Key gather 75, range 2. Spirit relic 8. Miraculous medicine of the wood element with boisterous key dwelling within it. Cannot be consumed directly. It is said that the vine can be found on Mount Tiger Paw and the Worm Rot Valley of the Wild South. Check the key gathering of gnarled vine on the display. Jade essence. Key gather 25, range 3. The scenery is magnificent. Spirit relic 6. The essence of a jade stone. It is light in weight, has a smooth surface, and very beautiful. Often used for making high-end decorations and also for medicine. And the spirit wood. Key gather 20, range 4. Tier is treasure 5. Wood that has been suffused with key. It is very firm, a very firm material and highly resistant to fire. Alright, so the range increases, but lowers the amount of ki that it gathers in that range. An item's ability to condense ki is positively associated with its ki gathering, and the ki density around the item will slowly increase as well. A wider range of ki gathering means it will affect the ki density of a larger area, therefore ki is always flowing from areas with low ki gathering to those with high ki gathering. I don't know if that's pronounced ki or chi or something. I'll just say ki. Wider range of ki gathering means it affects the ki density of a larger area. Therefore, ki is always flowing from areas with low ki gathering to those with high ki gathering. Condenses the ki. Inspect the giant Ginkgo. Selectable, growth 100%, maturity 100%, link Q 0, Q key gather 45, range of 5, scenery magnificent, divine relic, it looks like, it's hard to read that, very old Ginkgo tree, huge and permeated with ki. In the game, not only can items condense ki, but some plants, buildings, locations have the same effect and can be used as ki condensers to affect and change the ki density in the environment, and the player can utilize them to create a unique environment of ki. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, and sorry I'm so stuffy. You know how it goes, guys. In this tutorial, learn the interactions between the 5 elements, how to check elemental stats, influence of the 5 elements on cultivation, and how to change the elemental environment. Interesting. Sect reputation affects the strength of the enemies that attack you. Okay, open the 5 element display. Right click to open the comment panel of 5 element diagram. Show comments on 5 element diagram. The player can see the elemental interactions of metal in the 5 element diagram. Metal begets water, overcomes wood. Begets to water but overcomes wood. Is that wood there? Click it again to close it. In the game, the player needs to use the interactive rules between the 5 elements in many occasions, so please feel free to click this button to check the interactions. Very good, we don't have to memorize that. Player can read the instruction of the observatory to know its use. Building operational, feng shui building. No key gathering, scenery is beautiful. Spirit relic 6 tier. A structure used to observe the 5 elements, feng shui, and distribution of ki, or chi, whatever. And it's auspicious. Click the feng shui in the top left to enter feng shui mode. I'm not sure how to pronounce it either. The player can place the cursor on the rocky terrain to check the elemental stats of the place. Metal element is high as shown. The player can place the cursor on a rocky terrain to check the elemental stats of the place. Yeah, metal, okay. Metal is high as shown. Player can place the cursor on shallow water. Water element is high as shown. Not super high, but high. Okay. After building an observatory, the player can click feng shui and move the cursor to inspect the elemental stats of different locations in order to know the elemental interactions in a certain area. Check law type. Okay, select the disciple. Law and cultivation. Check law type in the top left of the law page. An inner disciple's law type is their own elemental attributes. Laws and 5 elements. The player can place the cursor to see the current 5 elements matching in the practice menu and therefore use it to assess the elemental environment around the disciple. How well the environments and elemental attributes match the law. Okay, close that out. The player needs to check the elemental tag of parasol wood to know the elemental stats of this item. Okay, so high in the leaf one, whatever the leaf one is. Click to select the display. Operational, we can place an item. Select the Igneo copper bar. Click feng shui to end. 3 times speed. Click Feng Shui again. Player needs to check the elemental tag of Igneo Copper bar to know the elemental stats of this item. Okay, so fire. It looks like high in fire. A little bit in leaf. A little tiny bit in water. Click and select the inner disciple. Cultivation. Element. After the elemental environment is changed, this disciple has matching 5 elements for the cultivation. Everything in the game has elemental stats. The player can check the 5 elemental diagram to see its elemental stats and range of effect. The player can also change the 5 elements in an environment by placing or moving items, making buildings, laying floors, growing plants, etc. Very cool. This next tutorial, learn the effect of mental state, the relation between mood and mental state, and how to store it. There are a number of hotkeys. I don't usually use hotkeys, if I'm honest. Check the mentally unstable event. Zongli Shu is mentally unstable. Click the mood and social key. Okay, the player can check the mood bar in the status menu to know the disciple's mood, which is mainly affected by different moods in the mood page. 103 point, what does that mean, I wonder? Click lawn cultivation. The mental state of an inner disciple is susceptible to changes of mood. Okay, I see breakdown. Close that out. The mental state of an inner disciple affects not only the efficiency of their cultivation, but also the success rate of their breakthrough, elixir concocting, and artifact crafting. Generally, a stable mental state benefits the cultivation. Changes in mood greatly affect the mental state, as it will deteriorate faster and recover more slowly when the mood is too low, and when the mental state is too low, the disciple might be enthralled and lose control. Select Seek Peace in the character status menu. Mind. Continue to adjust mental state until pristine mind. And he's going here and doing his thing. Wait until the inner disciple seeks peace. The disciple has restored a little mental state after seeking peace. Mental state 5 breakdown. A character's mental state affects the efficiency and success rate of training related actions. It will take some time to recover a disciple's mental state by seeking peace, so when it's an emergency, other methods need to be applied to restore mental state. Okay. Hit my water bottle, guys. The player can read the instruction for the purity leaf. Check the effect of purity leaf. It decays in 833 days. It's a selectable elixir item. Its scenery is common. Its treasure is 5. Common herb of a chilling quality. Consuming directly can calm one's spirit and ki. It also increases mental state if the taker is an inner disciple. Player can know the instruction for purity pill. Pill made from purity leaves and ice crystal powder. It can stabilize one's mental state. Have Zongli Shu eat something. Eat the pill. The disciple has restored a little mental state after eating the purity pill. The player can observe these changes by checking the mental state. 20. Breakdown. Items like elixirs, treasures, and rare medicine can be used to restore an inner disciple's mental state to ensure it's stable. Besides these, there are other items that can restore or improve mental state, such as miracles, talismans, manuals, decorations, feng shui relics, etc., waiting for the player to explore. Very cool. In this tutorial, learn the meaning of breakthrough, the different methods for breakthrough, and how to select a suitable location for breakthrough. This is really cool too. If a grave's feng shui is insufficient, not good. Alright, we've got check the info on limit. Tian G reached the limit. Click the cultivation. Bellows. The player can check the info on the current disciple's current limit. Use one's body as bellows to stoke the true fire, and reforge one's bones in preparation for the shaping of the fire pill. If it goes wrong, the true fire will invade one's bones and cause the depletion of marrows. Think twice before breakthroughing. Okay, X that out. When an inner disciple's practice reaches a limit in the current state, they can only begin the next phase after a successful breakthrough, so it is especially important to know the methods for breakthrough. There are many ways to break through a limit, for example, relying on environment and chance, going on adventures, reliving the life of an outer disciple, surviving a tribulation of thunder, etc. This tutorial teaches how to rely on environment and chance. Check the breakthrough menu. Okay, resource cost in the right indicates breakthrough will cost an amount of resource like key, lifespan, items, and experience. If the requirements are not met, the player cannot select a location for breakthrough. Key equals 2,192. I'm not sure what that means. Breakthrough info on the left shows the info on this limit, and sometimes it will give the player useful tips like this breakthrough will be more difficult for characters with high intelligence. That's an example. Bonus in the center indicates the bonus chance of success of the current environment in the selected location adds to the breakthrough. There's XP. Failed breakthroughs increase the success rate additively. Mental state. Additional effects during breakthroughs like elixirs, fortuitous adventure, etc. Feng Shui affects it. The weather. Yin Yang. Your Yin Yang affects the success rate of breakthroughs. Among the 5 elements, fire and wood count as yang and have a bonus effect during the day. Metal and water count as yin and have a bonus effect at night. Earth requires a balanced yin and yang. The season affects it. Spring means wood, summer means fire, autumn means metal, and winter means water. Earth will have the best effect at the end of each season. Okay. Disciples need to rely... We can probably go over this in-game, too. We don't have to memorize all this. Disciples need to rely on the combined effect of different factors to break through a limit, so it's crucial to know how to check the chance of breakthrough. Easy peasy. Okay, so we're going to hit breakthrough. The player can place the cursor on a location near ore veins to know the chance of breakthrough there. Okay, success 30%, and it shows the different factors. The player can place the cursor on a location near shallow water to know the chance of breakthrough there. 30%. Okay. Can place the cursor on a location near the giant ginkgo. That should be good, right? Maybe. 40%. Click a location near the giant ginkgo for breakthrough. 40%. Okay, doing so will stop the current work. Do you want to break through? Yes. Speed up time. Hurry up with your breakthrough. Okay. Bong bong. TN1 performs a breakthrough but failed. Check the status menu. XP goes up. Failed breakthroughs increase the success rate additively. That's good. When choosing a location for breakthrough, a place with high bonus can increase the chance of successful breakthrough. Failing a breakthrough sometimes can cause damage to the disciple, but sometimes it adds a small amount of XP bonus for the next breakthrough. A disciple can only begin the next phase after a successful breakthrough, and some limit will give the disciple stats bonus after it is broken through. Alright, let's see how long we've been playing. Not long, right? 29 minutes. In this tutorial, learn what is inspiration, how to obtain it, and the relation between learning manuals and attainment. Ancient formations are surely powerful. Okay, open the inspiration menu. Under cultivation. Inspiration. Oh. player can place the cursor to check inspiration and the info on it in the bottom right. Inspiration gain is affected by a character's mental state and their intelligence. And some interesting things going on here. Check the general stats menu. The player can hover the cursor to see attainment and related info. Attainment reflects the cultivator's overall ability. Characters with high attainment have a more difficult time learning new abilities, and they suffer from increasing inspiration costs. Attainment is unavailable for the Law of Shandao. Lifespan 74, female, age 37. That's very cool. Shows a bunch of stats. Alright. Inner disciples will keep gaining inspiration during cultivation, which can be used to learn various manuals to improve their ability. Inspiration needed to learn a new skill increases as attainment becomes higher. Obsessed with killing. Oh my gosh. Click the general stats menu. Inspiration. Okay, inspect the requirements to learn the skill Lunar Form. Whoa. 1200 needed out of 3265. It adds 4 to attainment. Refines one's physical form using the yin ki energy that emanates from the light of the moon. Results in gender reversal if the cultivator practicing it is male. Transferring the energies within your body to become that of pure yin greatly increases max ki and greatly increases artifact power. So there's lunar form, lesser lunar form, and lunar frost form. Okay. Transform the energies within your body to become that of pure ice cold yin. Comprehend the true meaning of artifact mastery and break through its limits by 3 levels. That's lunar frost form. Okay. Click lunar form. Do you want to spend 1200 inspiration and learn it? Yes. Inspect the requirements to learn the manual exuberant elixir recipe. Okay, attainment goes from 2 to 6. Counteractive, 1944 inspiration. Unorthodox manual, the manual contents. Categories alchemy, exuberant divine farmer elixir recipe. Slightly increases elixir concoction success rate. This individual has limited orthodox knowledge of so far, thus studying unorthodox arts from other schools will no longer bring inspiration. Wow, I have no clue what that means. What unorthodox means there. Inner disciples cannot only use inspiration to learn or advance their manual studying, but also to increase their level of skills and learn unique single manuals, like travel diaries and elixir recipes. Disciples can learn manuals from their master or study them in the manual pavilion, and they can also learn new manuals during adventure. However, a disciple cannot learn a new manual when their inspiration is insufficient. Okay, I get it. It's pretty straightforward, actually. That's just a type of manual, unorthodox or orthodox. Okay, when a disciple is in training mode, they gain a lot of inspiration during training, which is the main source of inspiration. Trains automatically for increased inspiration XP. Fast forward. Wait until the disciple is trained for a while. When there is a plus above the inspiration bind, it means this disciple can learn a new manual. When an inner disciple earns enough inspiration for a new manual, it will automatically show a plus here to notify the player to check this info. Right. Open the general stats on the left. Okay, inspiration. Gain some inspiration through training. Right, up to 24, 22. Close it. Close it. Player can place the cursor on the Enlightenment pill to see its effect. Inspiration XP 1.5 million, I think. I wish they'd use commas because I find it so hard sometimes to count zeros when they're side by side. I have a problem with that. That might actually be 150,000. No. Yeah, it's 150,000, not 1 million. Okay, elixir that contains the heavenly power of creation. Consuming it allows one to feel the movement of Tau and obtain inspiration from it. The quantity of inspiration obtained is relative to one's intelligence and mental state at the time of consumption. So we're going to have Zhongli Shu eat the enlightenment pill. Open the long cultivation menu, inspiration menu. Whoa. The disciples gained a lot of inspiration by consuming an elixir. Yeah. When a disciple is in urgent need of a lot of inspiration to learn a key skill, the player can use other ways to gain it fast, such as elixirs, adventures, events, branch training, etc. The disciple's mental state, intelligence, and learning speed can also affect the increased rate of their inspiration. In this tutorial, learn the different kinds of injuries for inner disciples and how to heal them. We're 35 minutes in, so I'm going to rest here and call it a day. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. We're almost done with the tutorials, really. If we look through, healing is the last cultivation. Then we just have some development, some advanced, and we are going to cruise into a new game and use it to experiment and stuff. You know, it's no big like win or lose or life or death situation here. Maybe for our disciples. We're just going to have fun. So I hope you guys will join me for that. But thank you so much for joining me for this one. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe before leaving. I greatly appreciate it. Also, become a member here on YouTube of my channel. It's a huge help. Or go to patreon.com/fluent. Yeah, it's a huge help. Definitely check that out if interested. And do come back next time, guys. Whatever game we are playing, I'm rotating my Let's Tries and Let's Plays right now in terms of what I play. I'm trying to make one episode of everything and then keep rotating, but we'll see how that goes. So until next time, guys, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. This is GGF signing out. See you guys next time. Ciao for now.